Hey guys, what is going on? Crunchy here and welcome back to another video. So today I thought I'd do a little video about bots in RuneScape because, let's face it, they're pretty much everywhere at the moment, and I posted on Twitter last night and earlier on about a few people I found, but this is actually on World 91, just in case you're wondering. I'm not really sure how many bots are on other worlds because I haven't tested it out personally, but you know, this world is what I was on last night and it's what I was on earlier on today, and you know, I'm not really, like I said, too sure on how bad it is in other worlds, but this is what it was like on this one. And yeah, there was pretty much just like 4 or 5 bots running back and forth in Taverly, and I was there because I was doing some summoning and I just obviously found them. One guy was running to the Taverly dungeon and back, and the others were just like coming back from the lodestone and then like teleporting away again, and I'm not really too sure where they went to or whatever, but they literally just teleported to Taverly lodestone, ran to the bank after they banked, and they just teleported away again. So I'm not really too sure what they're actually botting for. My guess is rune crafting, because the runs that, you know, for rune crafting tend to be around 30 seconds a trip. So, you know, seeing as that is the rough time scale, I guess they were actually taken to bank and stuff like that, you know, that was my guess. But as you'll notice, they are all between level 3 to 400-ish skill level, so I'm not really too sure. I guess that's like why I thought it was rune crafting, because they don't really seem armoured up to be, you know, going to kill monsters, stuff like that, but I don't know, unless it was hidden, I'm not really too sure. But they had like a lower level, so I just presumed that it was going to be a skill that involved just like collecting stuff or doing like a quick run for a skill to make some money or something like that. Another weird thing is that they randomly just ask what your level in attack or strength is, and that's actually how I caught on to the fact that something was weird, like something wasn't right what they were doing, because I right clicked on their name and you can't even report these people. You couldn't report them at all, there was like no option, and I replied to one of them when they asked it because I thought it was a genuine question. You know, me being #1 noob, I just thought they were generally asking, and then because they didn't reply, they just teleported away. I got a bit like, why did they just do that, you know, if they're just going to teleport away? And that's just how I sort of caught onto it, I guess. I right clicked on them, and you know, every time they asked me, their name would change, and I'll get onto that in just a second. But yeah, these ones, like I said, you just can't report them. There was also one last night which I actually put on Twitter, and I'll show like a screenshot of the chat right now. But basically, he was running to the Taverly dungeon and back, like I just said a minute ago, and I presume this guy was like collecting the blue scales from the obviously Taverly dungeon, because the run he was doing would take around 3-4 minutes, and that's roughly, I guess, how long the run takes, because presuming he doesn't have the agility to go through the shortcut, then he'd just be running around. It only takes a couple of minutes to do that. So, and every time that he asked for like your level in something, his account name would be different, so it was really weird because I watched him and it was the exact same account, like running out and running back, but his name was different every time he would say something. If he was running and he didn't say something and I right clicked on his name, whatever, it would be the same, like if I actually clicked on his account, but when he actually said something, it would be different. It was like the weirdest thing I literally saw ever. I don't know why, it was just so weird. I just found it and I was just like, what is this guy doing? Because you can't even change your name, like, and I think it's every 28 days or something like that, unless you pay it, which of course would suck to have to pay every single time, so I highly doubt that. So yeah, I just thought it was really weird. I was just kind of wondering like if any of you guys actually knew what they were doing, because it's not the fact they're botting that bothers me, because, you know, there's nothing I can do about it and it doesn't really affect me, to be honest. That's not why I'm making the video, to be sad or anything like that. Probably comes across that way, but that's not it. I just basically made the video to sort of find out what they were actually doing, because I don't know why they're just doing these runs. Like I told you guys, my guess was rune crafting, but yeah, it was just a bit weird because they all ran to the exact same spot in the bank before they actually banked their stuff. So yeah, if you have any idea what it is, then, you know, just let me know, because it was just a bit interesting and a bit weird, I guess. So yeah, let me know, it'd be quite cool to find that out. On the other note, the footage you're seeing now is of course some butterfly catching, and then depending on how long this video is, you might see some Slayer clips in here too. I'm not too sure yet, but I have now managed to level up to level 46 in both thieving and farming from butterflies, which is awesome. Got that today, and they definitely have been such a huge help towards my levels in the game. Like I told you guys, I've literally on these butterflies gone from around level 15, I think it was, all the way up to 46 now, so 31 levels from just these butterflies is pretty cool for me, and I've also gained a few levels now in thieving when I got both of them up to 42, so that's pretty cool, I guess, so far to have those levels in that. And you know, yeah, like I said, definitely a cool thing for the game. I think they're going pretty soon, I'm not too sure. I think it was the 13th, which is Monday, I believe, so I'm not too sure on that one 100%, but I think that's what someone told me. So I'll definitely be making the most of those until they go. I was also, like I said, working on some Slayer. As I said, you might see some footage, but here it is. And I had another fungal mages task, which for some reason I really enjoy. I really like killing these quite a lot. I know the XP isn't even that great. It's actually quite poor. I think it's like 350-ish XP per one, and about 65 XP or something like that for Slayer. So it's not even good XP. I don't know what it is. It's just something about killing these I do enjoy. So yeah, there's some footage of those in here. And my next task is to kill some Iron Dragons, so of course I'll be collecting up all the loot from that for my new Slayer series, which is coming out soon. Also, in regards to that series, it's going to be a goal of 100 mil from Slayer. That was the most common comment and suggestion from you guys, so it's basically going to be called something like Road to 100 mil from Slayer or something like that. I don't really see much of the choice in that area of what to call it, but I am working on it and collecting up the loot already. I'm not going to pick anything up which isn't, worth anything if it's under 100 GP or something like that, unless it's a really common drop or it's stackable or noted. I'm not going to pick it up just because, otherwise it's a bit of a waste of an entry slot, so I might as well just pick up another thing which is worth some more. So, like I said, unless it's noted or stackable, I will not be picking it up. So hopefully in the end we will get quite a nice tab from this of items. And also, if you guys have any better names, suggestions, like for this series, do let me know, because Road to 100 mil from Slayer is quite standard. I don't really, like I said, have much choice on what else to call it, but the goal is 100 mil and it is purely from Slayer. So if any of you guys out there have more creative minds than me, let me know in the comment section of any ideas you have, and I'll definitely get around to reading them and checking them out. But yeah, like I've already told you guys, I am working on that series already, but I'm also working on my new series, which is to do with Path to Prisoners. That is definitely going to be starting soon. Like I told you guys, I'm working on that, working on the requirements already. I haven't really done anything much. I did some summoning yesterday for a few hours whilst I was watching a film, and as you can see in the corner of my XP tracker, I'm pretty much at 300k XP in that, so that's pretty much how far I've got so far in summoning in terms of the requirements. The level you need is 75, so hopefully I'll have that very soon. I'm not going to put the levels in this video just because it'll be in the actual episode of the series, but yeah, that's what I've got so far. But yeah guys, that is it from me today. Hopefully you have enjoyed it. Like always, give the video a massive thumbs up if you have. That always helps me out. I've actually decided to do some graphical rework on my channel page, so if you like my new thumbnail, like my new background, let me know in the comment section. If you haven't checked it out already, please do so and just let me know what you think, because any feedback is welcome. But yeah, thank you so much for watching guys, and I'll see you in the Q&A on Sunday. I've also got this weekend off work, so I have some time to work on bits in game more than normal, so hopefully I'll actually have some decent footage for that Q&A, because normally it's just some random stuff. So if I have some decent stuff going on in there, hopefully it'll be more interesting for you guys. But if you do have any questions before I make the Q&A, you have a couple of days to do so. Leave any questions on this video, my last video, or the actual last Q&A episode, which was last Sunday. Until then guys, that's pretty much it. Have a good one.